Hello everyone, today I'm looking at Plants vs. Zombies. This was a very simple tower defense game that came out like over a decade ago, and it has absolutely exploded in terms of its content and its franchising and everything. And I know I really do like this game. Like, it's very addictive, and it's one of those guilty pleasures you don't want to admit you actually like. It's like Candy Crush, but it's actually very fun. And so the premise is that, zombies have invaded, because zombies are just a staple at this point in video games. And so what you need to do is essentially you need to plant your plants in order to defeat them. And so if they get over to the end of the lawn, essentially it's game over. And so what's really cool about this game is that as you go through each level, you get a new different class of plant that you can put on the field. And so your main resource essentially are sunflowers, and these are the ones that essentially will give you sunlight over a period of time, which you use as points to create essentially new plants that will act as, a higher defense. And as you get different plants, there's also different zombies that are all done in this cartoon style. So the normal zombie just kind of lumbers towards you. And along with the sunflower and the pea shooter, which is the most basic one, it'll shoot a little, pea at them and like slowly take them down. Then the zombies get different armor, different kinds of hats and things. And then there are athletic zombies that can vault over, plants. And there are exploding zombies. And then in each kind of area, there's always like, at the end of it, there's like a zombie rush, essentially. And then all the zombies come at once. There's zombies with mobility scooters and kind of parodies. It's all very lighthearted and fun, but the game itself is actually really well done. So yeah, the basic strategy behind the game is essentially you want to put all your sunflowers near the back, have your pea shooters near the front or like in front of them. And then you also get different things, like you get these giant nuts, which essentially will stop the zombies and kind of make them kind of eat their way through them, because the way that the zombies move is that they have to eat their way through each plant in order to get onto the next one. So yeah, you definitely want to defend your sunflowers, but also the very end of the level as well. And so at the beginning of each match, your field is reset and you have to replant everything as the zombies approach. And so yeah, no, it's a really great it's a really great game. It has just enough amount of strategy and things like that, where you place things. It feels really nice. And they just keep changing up, exactly how things work. Sometimes they won't give you sun. They'll give you, a set amount of certain items, and you have to use them in that order. So it's not just a recycled tower defense game. It just works honestly pretty well. And I guess in general, I mean, that's pretty much the entire game. It's very simple. This kind of reminds me of the Angry Birds era, where they just had a bunch of different kinds of games that were very similar to this one that became super popular. And this one in particular, I was really shocked to know that Plants vs. Zombies actually has become a massively huge franchise, to the extent that I've played some of their other games just because they were on Game Pass, and it's like Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare, and Garden Warfare 2. And I was shocked to play these games and find out they were actually really well made, and they're all third-person shooters. And they have this whole kind of thing where, how do I even say this? They have this whole thing where, like, the trailer for their most recent game uses, like, Fly Me to the Danger Zone, which just kind of shows you how much time needs to pass before something gets disassociated from a certain IP or something. I don't know. I just find it really interesting that just became the case of the matter. And so yeah, Plants vs. Zombies now is a massive franchise that has no signs of slowing down. And they have they basically copied or ripped off the whole Nazi Zombies formula from Treyarch, and they kind of did that. And so they just have a lot of stuff. And again, when I played these games, I was so shocked at just how well made each of these implementations of these zombies games are. They're just made really well. I know they have tons of money, but still, it's just shocking to see again how well made they are, and just, yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely part of a generation that is not, part of my generation. But yeah, I guess I'm happy to see something succeed and become a kind of an IP. I just had no idea how deep the rabbit hole goes. They even had like this, I want to say open world, but kind of like this this semi-open world like action adventure game where you kind of have, you go around doing quests and stuff for other people. I'm just really shocked and surprised as to how far they've went with this franchise, and yeah, not much else to say about it. I wouldn't really recommend checking out the other ones, as fun as well made as they are. I kind of feel, there's not, I don't know, a lot of depth to them despite all that. But yeah, aside from that, this game is still very, very fun. It is on pretty much every device from Nintendo DS to iPhones to whatever. And yeah, there's not much else to say about it, guys. Anyway, I'll see you later and take care.